Let me ask you a question. Do you think it would be helpful to learn how we can immediately change our mood and our mindset as women midlife trying to get back into being healthy, fit and well? I'm thinking for most of us we'd be going, yes please, because our energy levels are low and well, it can be hard. This is what I want us to know, is every thought that we have, we link a meaning to. So if I said the word exercise to you, for some of you, you look at exercise in a very positive way. You think of getting that glow up and the endorphin hit and that feeling you get after you finish that workout. For others, they look at exercise and think, no, it's hard, I get hot, I get sweaty, and I just don't like that feeling. Same word, two different meanings. For those of us that love exercise, we would have a positive emotion attached to that, wouldn't we? Our positive emotion would be happy, excited, really ready to go, let's go. Whereas those ladies that really have a belief that they don't enjoy exercise, well, the emotional state they'd have would be feelings of lethargic, not quite as excited, if anything, feeling a little bit maybe apprehensive, don't really want to do it, don't like the feeling of it. Yeah, would you agree? So we know that the meaning that we give to different words give us an emotional response. It is either a positive emotional response or a negative emotional response. So knowing this, would you agree that if you have a positive emotional response that you would feel energized? And would you also agree that if you have a negative emotional response, well, the energy would probably be low? So when we have a positive emotional state, we're more likely to take action, and when we have a more negative emotional state, we are less likely to take action. And I bet my ladies that love exercise, well, their posture's open, excited, smiling face. Whereas my ladies that just don't like exercise so much, well, their posture's more like, oh, I'll sit down, have a cup of tea, head down, not feeling great about what's about to come, yeah? So if we can change our emotional state, we can change the outcome of our health, our fitness and our wellness. The question is, how do we do that? So the trick is we want to change our mood and our mindset to give us better results, or to give us great results in regard to our health, fitness and wellness. So we need to start with the basics. We need to make sure that we're eating well. You know, you wouldn't put cheap fuel in a beautiful car, you'd actually put in the right fuel. And same goes for our bodies. Our bodies are our temple. We've only got one, ladies. It's got to last us the rest of our life. We may as well feed it that fuel that is going to give it the best amount of energy. And we also need to ensure that exercise is happening, because all the research tells us that exercise will help us not only to live longer, but give us more energy, less risk of chronic disease and even acute disease such as injuries, yeah? And we need to make sure that we're getting our sleep habits nailed down. You know, sleep allows our body to rest and repair, and that really does help us to feel like we want to do all the right things to be able to live in a healthy way. We need to make sure that our stress levels are being worked upon. And last but not least, we want to make sure we're getting enough sunlight. You know, the research proves that getting enough sunlight every day helps just to boost our mood. So now that we've ticked those boxes, let's look at how do I change my state to be able to change my mood immediately. These are the things we need to look at. Number one is your limiting beliefs. Get awareness around what you do currently believe and ask yourself the question, are these beliefs currently serving me or sabotaging me in getting the results that I'm after? Let's use that example as exercise. For some of you, you have a belief that exercise is hard, you get sweaty, you don't like it. For others, you are able to change that inner monologue, which is step 2, to saying, exercise is going to give me more time with my grandchildren. Exercise is going to allow me to be healthy and fit and strong to be able to get on the floor and play with the grandkids, go for a swim with the grandkids, go for a bike ride with the grandkids. Being healthy and fit enables me to live a long life where I have energy and I'm not prone to disease, but rather blood pressure of a 20-year-old, sleeping like a baby. How much better does it get? So once we get an awareness about our limiting beliefs and we start to change our inner monologue, think growth mindset, we now want to think about our posture. If you're the type of woman that, is sitting in a posture where your head's down and your smile's upside down, your shoulders are forward, do you think that your body is feeling energized? Well, let me share no. We need to practice good posture, shoulders back, head up and smiling. It really does let your body know we are ready to go. Posture, ladies, let's think about it on a daily basis. I've got myself in a really great habit of moving after each of my meals. And what I've discovered with moving is it really does allow me to just feel happy. I'll put on a song from the 80s and I'll dance along, girls just want to have fun. Or I'll go for a walk out in nature and I love watching the birds and the trees. Or I may even just go for a walk and ring my daughter, and it's that movement in my body where I'm warm and I'm moving that really does give me that good feeling endorphins. I've got just 2 more for you. One is to create empowering rituals. If you're a fit, healthy woman, your morning ritual probably looks something like you jump out of bed, you put on your exercise shoes and you go for a walk. If you are a woman that is suffering from being obese, being unfit, being unhealthy, you probably turn the alarm clock off and roll over and go back to sleep. We all have rituals based on who we believe we are. We change our rituals and make them empowering, and it can literally change our life for the better. Last but not least is adopting an abundance mindset. Are you the sort of woman that is looking at what you do have rather than what you don't have? And this feeling of gratefulness because of all that you do have. Are you the sort of woman that looks at feeling lucky about having those things in your life that you're able to control and really not overly stressing about those things that are out of your control? And last but not least, are you somebody that is able to let go of the past and really remain in the moment and potentially in the future in regard to your goals? If you can think about those empowering ways of being, you will find that is helpful to keeping your mood up high, being grateful for what I have and what I don't have, understanding what's in my control, not out of my control, and last but not least, thinking about the now, the moment, and the not so distant future, and allowing the past to stay in the past. Let me finish with all of us, no matter our age or where we're currently at, are capable of creating positive change to our health, our fitness and our wellness. I want you to consider how much time you focus on what you don't want and how much time you focus on what you do want. For many people, they focus 95% of their time on their problems, what's not working for them, and only 5% of their time on solutions. Can you imagine if you flipped it? If you spent 95% of your time focused on the solutions and only 5% of your time dwelling on the problems. I mean to say, how much better does it get? Thanks for joining me today, and I'll catch you for our very next health tip.